Yeah. My friends, the road trip has begun. Rubber is on the road. And you know the road trip has begun when you pay $80 for a tank of gas. I'm out here in Central California off of I-5, $4.59 a gallon. What is this, France? The plan is to be out on the road for about 5 weeks, then head back home and reset and recalibrate, because I don't really know what I'm doing. If we take a peek behind the curtain here, I've got all this stuff that is now totally filling up the van. So I'm gonna have to learn what I need and what I don't need through trial and error. I have made no attempt to organize anything. I just took everything from my house and threw it inside the van. So like this big box of clothes here, this will definitely be able to fit inside this overhead compartment. Some of the food stuff I'll be able to put up there, and I will find a place for everything and everything in its place eventually. But before I start my little roadside organization session here, let's check out my stats on Whoop. And of course, the Whoop is the real-time heart rate monitor strap that I wear to track my sleep, my activities, and my recovery. You may remember in my last video, I was joking about getting like 6 hours of sleep and my recovery being super high. So I was kind of saying like, oh, let's try to get 3 hours of sleep. So I got 4 hours of sleep, not on purpose, but it happened. And look at that. My theory did not prove out. Apparently you actually need sleep to get a good recovery. What's next? Am I gonna have to drink water to stay hydrated? So luckily for me, I'm not gonna be doing any activities today, but sitting on my butt and driving. So maybe that helps with recovery. Probably doesn't. Sleep helps the best. I wonder if I burned any calories since I started over here. Check out the Whoop if you're interested in taking control of your fitness and geeking out on the stats. This thing is at the cutting edge. It's only gonna get better. Use code BKXC if you sign up. Let's get back to it. I didn't even take the time this morning to throw anything into the fridge. The problem with the fridge is you gotta keep it full or else things are rattling around back there. You really hear it when you're driving. I'm all about that Marie Kondo method of folding the old shirts. So this is actually gonna work pretty good. Put it inside of a shoebox. Put the shoebox in the attic. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. I'm gonna need a lot more shoeboxes. I had the door open for 2 minutes and the flies already found me. No! This van life ain't so glamorous. He didn't even give me the high sign. He had a ProMaster. We're a member of a kinship, a family. A quick little run to the container store and boom, this is done. I've got all my clothes in these bins up here. Easy access. It's like they were made for it. All right, after a little bit of driving this morning, it is time to ride. I was working on a little project for the van with my buddies Pat and Blaine yesterday, and we'll finish that up in a little bit after this ride. We've still only got one state on the board here, but in my opinion, Northern California and Southern California should be two different states. All right, so today's ride is gonna be in Idyllwild, and you can have winter in Southern California. You just have to get above 5,000 feet like we are right now. Snow is on the ground, it's chilly, but we're hearing that conditions are very, very epic today. So the ringleader of today's ride is Tommy, and he has taken me on some of the most crazy rides I've done in Southern California. A few years ago, we did some of the Orange County Aliso stuff. Yeah. Then we did Mount Wilson for the first time with you. Everything has been good, so I trust this guy that today is gonna be pretty good. Oh, Jesus. There's actually grip there. Got Tommy up ahead on the SB 165 demo bike. He said he's already fallen in love. Ooh, yeah. Oh, the jacket is already gonna come off. This is a perfect day. Yeah. Whoop. Oh, damn. Just ripped my jacket open. That got me big. My Gore-Tex jacket has been destroyed. Trees down. It's like a big broom. Francisco J. Santana up in front of me right now. Oh, that was sweet. Love the decomposed granite surface. Well, I guess it hasn't really gotten to full decomposed granite. Halfway decomposed granite. This place is a total maze. We've already passed all kinds of little sections, yeah, little turn-offs. Marlon is showing us around today, and he's local, and he said it looks totally different today. He's ridden this 1,000 times in the summer, and he's like getting totally thrown off with how overgrown it is and how much blowdown there is. Man, stuff will just grow overnight out here. Ha! And there's dust. Snow and dust on the same day. Thank you.
You okay?
Yeah, bike first. All right. I'm good. We gotta slow it down a little bit. So it's been a bit of a poop parade so far, but I think we're gonna be able to salvage some runs out of this. Man, I just wish I had a little handsaw so you could get so much done in one run. Not quite. Here we go. First run took us 2 hours. Marlon said normally that takes about 30 minutes. Okay. Heavy duty. Oh yeah. Legit. Okay. Oh man. Yeah. Super tough. Yeah. Good stuff. Dicey. Oh yeah. Ooh yeah. Oh no, stopping power. Crazy. Let's go. Using all my travel in the front, I can hear the tire hit the mud guard. Woo! Good chunk right there. Oh, this is legit stuff, man. Yeah. Woo. So Tommy works like 6 days a week at his restaurant, Monarch 9. Yeah. Check it out if you're in. It's in Orange County.
Yeah,
what city is it in?
It's in Yorba Linda.
Yorba Linda. And his 1 day off a week, he comes and rides, and he always gets into some serious stuff. So thank you for taking me along, dude. Very cool. He's got a YouTube channel as well. So awesome. Back in the van, and it's a little warm in here at 87 degrees Fahrenheit. Insulation is not the magic bullet, I guess. So after the ride, I had to head back to my buddies Pat and Blaine's house to finish up this storage box system that we were working on. And this all came together because I was giving them a tour of the van and I was talking about, man, I got all this extra stuff now. I didn't anticipate having so much more stuff. And then we were kind of looking around for empty space and we found a big old hole of empty space above the toolbox and below the bed. And they said, hey, all we need to do is build a box for this thing. A box is super easy and straightforward because these guys normally build houses for their day job. So building a box is probably a lot easier than something like this. So they had a couple pieces of scrap plywood laying around that was actually really nice material. They have all the tools, all the know-how, and oh man, we really planned it and got it all good. We went the extra mile to put this thing together the right way. The final product of the box turned out so good. I've got massive storage now, 5 feet long, a foot high, 20 inches wide, to store all kinds of stuff. That is a lot of cubic feet added for storage. I am so happy. I've got little locks on both sides, piano hinges, so it folds down nicely. I think it's gonna be pretty neat. Okay, I realized I never showed how we mounted the box to the bed rails so it actually is all secure. It's not just floating in there. So take my word for it. It is tied down nice and sturdy. Yeah, I'm not sleeping in the van yet. It's a little cold for me. I am starting to accumulate a lot of keys though, so I'm gonna have to figure out a key storage solution and probably tagging so I actually know what key goes where. And we also did a pretty good job of keeping it rattle free. That's the number one thing in the van. You don't want clunking and rattling and all these noises. So far, I've been pretty good to keep them to a minimum. You just have to be like eagle ear, like, oh, what's that? What's that? And go look for it. It's time for me to get on the road, on to the next state. Thank you, Pat and Blaine. This is gonna be so awesome. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the trail.